All right, so let's take those same ideas of order of operations and apply them to another problem. So just to remind us, our order of operations are PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, which most people remember, something like that, but whether they really know what we're doing or not. So I'm going to take this problem pretty slowly. To start with, I look at the parentheses, and this is the one that people mix up. They think as long as touching the parentheses, you're supposed to do it. And what it really means is only do the stuff inside of the parentheses. I don't care if it's touching, I only want inside. So if we look at my problem here, I have two sets of parentheses. This first set doesn't have anything inside that I could do. My second set here does. 6 minus 2 is 4. So that is the parentheses step, nothing more. I don't care that the 16 over here is touching it or 20 divided, I don't care about any of that stuff. Only what's inside. So that's just this step all the way done. Everything else stays the same. So let me write out what the rest of our problem is here before we do the next step. So bear with me for a second. So I haven't touched anything else. Get back to my pen here. So all the other terms are exactly the same. So my next part of the order of operations is the exponent. So now again, I'm going to read from left to right, and any exponent I see, I'm going to do. So -6 doesn't have an exponent, but this 8 does. And only the 8 has the exponent, just like we saw up above with these negative 2's. The 8 only, not the negative sign, only the 8 goes with that square. So 8 squared is 64. Doesn't affect anything else. Now the -1 is part of the exponent. -1 is being raised to an even power, so that's going to make it positive. So that's going to be +1. There are no other exponents in this problem, so I'm done with that. So I'm going to write out what I have left. I still have that negative sign, because remember, it was not part of the exponent. I've still got that times 20 divided by my 4 I got from the parentheses step, and then +4 on at the end. Here's another place where people mess up. Multiplication and division we do at the same time. Right? So I'm going to read from left to right, and I'm going to do the first thing I see, whether it's multiplication or division, it doesn't matter. So the first time that I see anything is 1 times 20. Well, 1 times 20 is 20. And then right after that, I see divided by 4. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. So this whole little group right here, 1 times 20 divided by 4 gives me 5. That's the only place that there's multiplication and division. So this step is done as well. Everything else remains the same. So I've got the -6 minus 64. This is a +5, so I'm going to put a plus there. Then I've got +4. So my next step, just like multiplication and division, is going to be done together. So addition and subtraction is done together. Again, reading from left to right. So when I do this from left to right, I can type in my calculator, I can do it in my head. -6 minus 64 is -70. +5 plus 4 is going to give me -61. So this is my final answer.